Hi guys. So in this video, I have put together a list of care agencies that are employing in the UK, care homes that are employing. I've also tried to clarify on the laid list based on the information that I found online. And there's also a bonus for medical doctors. Stick around if this speaks to you. So yeah, my name is Lauren Imponera. If you are new to my channel, please subscribe. And thanks for everyone who has already subscribed, who has left comments, who has left questions, who has shared and told their friends. Yeah, it's amazing. Thank you. Thank you so much. And I bring to you anything I know and really with love. So yeah, thank you. Let's get into this. So we are talking about a health and care worker visa for the UK today. These are some of the programs that they have in the UK. So the key is here, the green code, it's unsponsored, and the blue code is for employer sponsored. So these are the three employer sponsored programs at the moment. These are programs. There's temporary worker, seasonal worker, as well as skilled worker route. If you want to know more about skilled worker, I left a link over there, but we'll touch in this video, we're touching a little bit on the skilled worker visa. Yeah. And this is the part that we are touching on skilled worker visa. It's called the health and care visa. So I'll just read what is on the .gov.uk website. The health and care visa is part of the skilled worker route. It enables individuals to come to the UK to work if they are working in eligible health occupations with a job offer from the NHS, adult social care sector, or organizations that provide services to the NHS. Sorry. Applicants benefit from a lower application fee and are exempt from paying the immigration health surcharge, which applies to most other types of visa. So I guess that's the huge benefit about it. But there has been a confusion about how this health and care work visa is being implemented. So the confusion is mainly around, at least the confusion that I know about, it's around the laid list. So I'll read a comment here, which one of my friends here on YouTube wrote as feedback when I shared some care homes and the care agencies that are currently recruiting. So this is what they wrote to her after she applied to one of the things that I had shared. And she says, this is the reply I got as my nationality is Nigerian. She's Nigerian. Thank you for your interest in working for our company. Unfortunately, Home Office regulations prevent us from offering employment and sponsorship to people who reside in your country. If this ever changes, please feel free to reapply. We wish you all the very best in all future endeavors. And I feel for the lady that shared this experience, because each time we receive a rejection, it knocks us somehow. So, but we just have to get back up and continue until we find what we are looking for, what we need in our lives. So, okay, back to the red list now. So I want to read what exactly it says on this website about the red list. It says, Code of Practice, Red and Amber List of Countries. The list is based upon the WHO Workforce Support and Safeguard List 2020 and will be updated alongside progress reports. This blog was written on 3rd of January 2023, right? A month and 1 week ago, something like that. Okay. The part that I'm most interested in is this part, this paragraph. The list doesn't prevent individual health and social care personnel from independently, I will repeat that, independently applying to health and social care employers for employment in the UK of their own accord and without being targeted by a third party, such as a recruitment agency or employer, known as a direct application. So if someone makes a direct application, if I'm looking for jobs, I found one, I've applied to that nursing home, to a care home, even if I'm from a red list, and the list of the red list countries are listed here, then we also have an amber list, which also has its own conditions and stuff. But this is the red list that we're talking about. So if someone is based in Malawi or Nigeria, like this lady, she found a job, she applied. I'm not an agent. She just found what I shared, and she as she's searching for a job, she applied. I'm not an agent, I'm not an employer. She found it because she's looking for a job, but she got a response that because of the rules that the Home Office. So I'm confused, because here we even go on the government website, on the .gov website, on the same thing, direct application. They specified that, however, this does not prevent a health or social care personnel from independently applying to a health and social care employers for employment in the UK of their own accord and without being targeted by a third party. She wasn't targeted by a third party. No recruiter went to her or to her country to start recruiting or anything like that. But because of her effort, she's looking for a job and she's found an advert or whatever it is. She has applied, but she's being told no. In my other earlier videos, I was questioning about similar things because I did not maybe read, because today I was like, no, what is going on? Because it didn't make sense to say nobody can leave that country and go to UK to work, because WHO in 2020 said ABCD. So I've been questioning already to say, what if someone who doesn't work in care, but now they're interested? Because like in Malawi, yes, we will have hospital nurse assistants, but I don't even, because I haven't been around for a while, I don't even know what sort of processes are involved. But a lot of people are jobless. People are looking for a job, and this care job is something that someone can just run with it. So why should such people who don't even have a job, they're not nurses, they're not even a cleaner at a hospital, they're not doing anything, and they've gone to school, some of them with degrees, but they don't have a job. Why should they be barred from applying just because they are in Malawi? But if they can come out of Malawi and go to the next country, for example, India, if India is not on the red list, I'm just saying as an example, but I can mention any country that is not on the red list, then it makes them, qualifying to apply. To me, it really didn't make sense. So I was questioning that. But today when I read again, like, no, there must be something about this, because it didn't sound right. It didn't sound right to just shut off the whole country, basically, to just say, no, we're not going to engage with you. For what? And these are just so many countries where, how can you just say all these countries, none of them should be applying? So that's not what it says. But after I saw these ladies, and I feel for her, this lady's response, something really, yeah, just flicked in me. I was thinking, no, this is something which needs to be, I need to understand why is that. So I was reading everywhere, and then I read again the red list. That's where I found that actually we were wrong about the red list. What it says is independently people can apply. And if we, for example, this lady, she just applied on her own, and then the agency says, whether it was an agency or a care home, says, no, and unfortunately, Home Office regulations prevent us from offering you an employment, then it means we are all not clear about the red list. It's not just me. If they didn't fetch for her, because it's clear they didn't fetch for her, they're saying, thank you for your interest. The lady was interested and she applied, and now they're saying, no, because of, you know, we're not allowed to employ from your country. And this lady, I'm sure she is heartbroken like I would, but let me not speak on her behalf. But I thank her for being honest and coming and saying this on my platform. Okay, so before we even look at what the WHO quote, let's look at the .gov website, what it says about this direct application. Let me zoom it so we can all see what it says. I'm always afraid of zooming. It goes too much. Okay. For the purpose of this code of practice, you can see the website here. It's one of the government guidance. For the purpose of this code of practice, a direct application is when an individual makes an application directly on their own behalf to an employing organization and not using a third party, such as a recruitment organization, agency, or a collaboration. So she made an application herself directly, unless if she applied to an agency. But the agency, I'm not really blaming, but maybe they should have also told her the process to say, okay, us as an agent, we cannot. But if you apply directly to the home, maybe that would have made her clear on the situation if this was an agency. Okay, let me just finish the quote. Individual health and social care employers may consider direct applications from individuals who are resident in countries on the WHO Workforce Support and Safeguard List 2020. Then there's a footnote 1 where we will go to in a minute. It says, see Annex A, red and amber list countries below. If they have made a direct application to a vacancy at their organization. So it says, actually, the individual health and social care employers may consider direct applications if an individual has applied directly to them. And yet, even if those individuals are from the red list, so it doesn't prevent people from applying and from getting a job, because the employer actually can consider direct application because it doesn't bar them. A direct application can only be made in response to a vacancy that is hosted by and recruited to the same sponsoring organization. Yeah. So like most care homes have this sponsorship certificate. So if you're applying to them, you are applying directly to them. They are the sponsoring organization. They are the ones who are looking for carers. So to me, it's clear. Yeah, it's clear now. Okay, so let's go to the footnote before we forget. This list will be updated by the World Health Assembly alongside scheduled progress report on WHO Global Code implementation every 3 years. So let's see when the WHO put this in place. 9 July 2020, and they say it is reviewed every 3 years. 3 years would have been 8 or 9 of January 2023. We are in March 2023. So we need an update, in other ways. on this, if this still is the case or not. So people are clear as well. But that doesn't stop the employers employing people directly, because that's what the guidance says. So why should we bend things? Why should we say something else when it's not? So yeah, here are some of the recruiting agencies that are recruiting now. You have to be quick and very quick, I guess. Okay. This one, where do we start from? Jobs, candidates, let's see. Candidates. Does it say anything on international recruitment? Our international recruitment team have exceptional skills enabling to pair the right people with the right healthcare organizations, benefiting clients, candidates, and communities alike internationally. If you are seeking opportunities to develop your career internationally, see a new culture, adding international work experience to your resume, please give us a call. There's no shortage of job opportunities in the global workplace. So there you go. Give us a call. If a call is not feasible for you, then an email. But yeah, there you go. Let's get to the next. The Good Care Group. Good Care Group, Live-in Care Work. Let me just look around if there's anything you can pick on. Okay. Download our frequently asked questions fact sheet and learn more. Where is it? You have to, okay, no, you can find it. Yeah, frequently asked questions are always important because that's where they address stuff. Let's check on the jobs. Okay, this is interesting. Let's check salary calculator. No, we don't want chats now, please. I'm busy. But if the chat comes up for you when you are exploring this website, because I'll leave all the slides in the description below, just download it on your computer and then you can go through all this stuff on your own, whichever you're interested in. And yeah, that chat, if pops up, I think it's good because most of the chat, actually, there is a person answering your questions alive, especially if it's during daytime when using the GMT. Yeah, so let's just play with this a little bit. If it's a live-in care, for example, and okay, they have jobs in England and Scotland, which is great. I don't know if you can see, the font is too small. Let's try to. Please select your level of care experience. Personal experience only, at least 6 months professional experience, both personal and at least 6 months professional. Let's try personal experience only. What rota, because I'm assuming someone is in Malawi, has never done professional care, for example. What rota pattern would you like? Sorry, 2 weeks, 2 off, 3 weeks on, 3 weeks off, 4 weeks. 6 weeks on would be too much, a little bit for someone who's never worked in care, but let's see 4 weeks. Where's the salary, man? Okay, yeah, here we go. £745 per week. Minimum of 20,000 if you're doing 4 weeks, then 2 weeks off, 4 weeks, 2 weeks off. That's amazing because most live-in care jobs, you don't buy your own food. Everything is, unless if you want something specific, then yeah, but Actually, the pay is good. The pay is good. Because this is someone who doesn't have any experience at all, but you're getting £20,000. So if I change the dynamics, for example, if we put here, you have experience and you want to be 6 weeks in, just to try what's bringing up really. What? Wow. Yeah. Up to £37,000. That's wow. That's a lot, man. That's a lot. That's amazing. Really amazing. Wow. I didn't know it can go as high as that. Okay. And so yeah. Let's look at see how to apply stuff. Recruitment process. We didn't look at the criteria yet, have we? So I was taken away by the salary stuff. Yeah. Okay. I'm just trying to find what does the job itself say about they have a YouTube. It's always good to watch their YouTube. Look at the FAQs, frequent asked questions, and stuff like that, because usually that's where information hides. Okay. Here it says there's no recruitment intent. Join. We have built a fantastic, but I think I have a brochure. Yes, let's look at the brochure, because I remember there was information about sponsorship. So usually information about things like that, it will be hiding somewhere. Let's just check again. We warmly welcome carers who have at least 6 months experience of providing care in a professional capacity. Due to our clients' needs, we currently have limited roles available for carers who have personal care experience only. If you have recent experience of providing personal care for a friend or a family, please do get in touch with our recruitment team to discuss our current opportunities. So in other words, they are still saying, if you don't have professional capacity, 6 months professional experience in professional capacity, you can still contact us if you have looked after a family or a friend in recent years. So to me, that's a green light. I would apply and wait for them to say no. You can download this as a PDF as well over there. And I think it has several pages to read. And there is also apply now button. It's kind of like a booklet, which you just need to read everything they really, but and watch these YouTube videos that they have embedded in. Probably there would be more information. If they say no, it's fine. And here I included the how to apply thing, the link to apply. You just start from there. It's dark because it wants me to accept cookies, but I'm not accepting now. Let's carry on. Okay, so for students who are already in the UK, there's the graduate visa, which was reintroduced, I think, in 2020, because it used to be there in 2008 up to, I think it was only stopped in 2012. So it has been reintroduced. So people, after they finish study, they can apply for 2 years graduate visa, but then that's the end of it. So students can also apply for some care jobs, for sponsorship, so that they can transition from, if they are from graduate visa or they are on student visa, as long as they finish their studies, and then they can transition onto these other roles. So I brought this one because it's somewhere I read about students. So this is why I was like, okay, let me talk about this as well. So there's register interest here, which I don't know. Okay, different vacancies. Yeah, but if it's for sponsorship, the minimum is £10, 10p. So this one would qualify, and the rest of these. Yeah, the application form is easy. You just upload, but let's look. The roles are here, but need to see if they have any more information as well. Let me start again. Roles. Okay. Overseas recruitment, which is here. If you're looking to work in UK, find out how we can help people through their OSCE exam to build an outstanding career here. Let's just check that. So, developing a career in care has changed the future of people like so and so. And just like to be, if you're a registered nurse overseas, we'll support you with your OSCE and your continued sponsorship for higher grades in your profession. This diversity. If you'd like to have a great career with a UK care company that is focused on residential nursing and dementia care, talk to us. So we don't need anything more here. I'm moving on. Okay. Excel Holdings. What does Excel Holding have? I'm on Excel. Okay. This is also a care home, which people from red list can apply directly. Most of the things I've shared this afternoon, I think they are care homes. I'll just go through the list in a sec again, so we know which ones are direct employers, not agencies. Okay, so let's have a look at care home. And okay, right. I wanted us to check this, the flyer. It's talking about Excel Care Career Team Member Benefit. This. But somewhere here, the last point, Tier 2 visa application fees funded by Excel Care. And it has the 2 asterisks, which is this one: terms and conditions apply to nurses only. So it seems there is a talk about tier 2 visa application. So probably it's for nurses only, but find out. They can only say no as well. But there you go. Okay, this is a bonus. But before we do the bonus, I wanted to see which are care homes and these two are not. This is a care home. And Excel Care is also has also care homes. Yeah, it's a care homes company. The bonus point is medical doctors. So this is a scholarship because I want to be as inclusive as possible. One of the friends here on YouTube talked about, she's a social worker, so she said, oh, thank you so much, because I've never found anybody talking about social care. It's only people talking about carers and nurses. So this is my first time to, so I just thought I should also kind of like add something in it, which today is doctors here. So this scholarship, it says the aim is to build 32, to build capacity in 32 critical and underserved specialties. And these specialties are here, they've listed them. And so the courses that are open now, excuse me, are also here. The organization is called Merck Foundation. So you can click in here to read more about whichever program you are interested in. There's even Master of Science here in Advanced Surgical Practice. Let's have a look. Where is it? Okay. Where would it take place? Okay, 2 years online learning platform, which is amazing. You don't have to leave your job. And this is the eligibility: Bachelors of Medicine and Surgery, primary medical, blah, blah, blah. That usual stuff. Module 1, research, and on and on and on. So if you read the thing, oh, sorry. I should have gone back on the website. Yeah. If you read and see there's something that you are interested in, then just making sure that you read everything. And it says, Merck Foundation call for applications for scholarships in critically underserved specialties for Africa and developing countries. Malawi is on the list, but I'm not gonna go into details. People who are interested, you just need to read every single one. This one I think is called the capacity advancement. This one. And so follow Merck Foundation on Facebook. So yeah, I always say that it's always good to follow them on social media and stuff like that, because sometimes that's where they make announcements. I don't know which one platform they are more active, because the other one says 2021, the last post. At least this was November 2022. So they are, and it's quite, it has an audience. It looks, it has an audience. Yeah. And so, yeah, unless if you have questions, put them in the chat below. But let's just check. Is this the final one here? Okay, yeah, and these are resources. How to write your CV, how to prepare for video interviews, because now it's all about Zooms and Skype and stuff like that. And a cover letter. So yeah. Let me take the video off.